Hey guys, I'm back again for another Superman video, and this time it's another custom figure alongside that. And quick, right off the bat, I'm just gonna have to straight up say that I went back to Target yesterday and immediately worked on this idea. I mean, it just came right out of the blue when I was thinking about it, since I've also been collecting other Spin Master figures from the toy line, mostly Batman stuff, and I've already done a collection video on the different Batman figures that I have owned from Kenner, Hasbro, Mattel, and Spin Masters. And then I looked at my Commissioner Gordon figure that I took a look at beforehand, and I was thinking to myself, maybe I could make myself a custom Clark Kent from there. That's where this comes to mind. Now I made myself a custom Clark Kent because I just had to, using the entire body of Commissioner Gordon from the Batman toy line from 2022, and also using the hands and the head from the same Superman figure as you see from behind. I bought an extra one immediately, and also I used the glasses from a Jurassic World Dominion Ian Malcolm figure because they're kind of a perfect match, and I had to glue them on there. I could not figure out a way to put holes on the side of Clark's head in order for those glasses to be both removable and reattachable, whatever, but I just couldn't do that. And plus I didn't want to destroy the figure. So as you can see, this is the finished figure. I also cut off the S curl a little bit, just to distinguish him from looking like Superman, obviously. It's Clark after all. And I tried my best to match that glasses right up to his eyes, as you can see his eyes right there through him. And I also repainted the neck as well, considering that I did not expect the neck to turn out this good, to be honest, because I was trying to match the exact skin tone as the figure itself. Pretty much matches how it's supposed to be, because of course the original figure was obviously Jeffrey Wright. But at the same time, I still used the body of this because I just thought it'd be the only standard Spin Masters figure in a suit like this particular character, and it's perfect for Clark Kent. The only thing that was a bit of a challenge was the head joints, because the heads are on a ball joint. It's just not like very noticeable. It's just that you gotta boil them in hot water, obviously, and pop the head off easily on the figures, and they're very easy to remove. But of course, this one has a bigger joint than the Superman figures. The Superman figures have a small ball hinge, while Commissioner Gordon has a big ball hinge. So that obviously has some elbow grease by using the boiling water trick and popping the head on there, and it fits on like a glove, ain't going anywhere. And another thing I like about this is that when I'm customizing the figure, that the paint on the neck doesn't scrub off, because there is a big gap, or at least supposedly a gap, between the neck and the chin or whatever, that keeps it from scratching or rubbing off the paint. So that's another plus about this custom Clark that I'm very, very happy about. I also changed the hands as well. I cut off the hands using an X-Acto knife, and also using the same trick on the other extra Superman figure, and just using a thumbtack, take the tack part, the pin part of the thumbtack, and at least attach both of those to the hands and super glued them together. Though I wish I could have done better with this one, because there is a bit of a cut from between here, but again, the super glue kind of helped that on that part. But this one, I think this one ended up looking perfectly. And not to mention the translucent blue paint is visible, but it doesn't really affect much of it, because it somehow just kind of blends in. Like sometimes it can show, but then other times it can straight up just blend in when it wants to. So that's something that I'm very, very pleased with. And then originally I wanted to color the tie red, because, in the classic Superpowers collection figure from Kenner, that his tie was obviously red, or a different kind of pattern if I had to remember, but it was definitely a red tie, because this is a blue outfit, but this is more of a tealish blue outfit. But I think this is completely good. I'm just pretty pleased with how this figure turned out. It just looks so good. Like, it's such an easy custom, and it did took a bit with a little bit of elbow grease, but I, at the end of the day, have finished what I wish most 3¼ inch or 4-inch superhero figures needs, which is basically standard characters like these separately from their superhero counterparts. We get them in Kenner with 5-inch figures, and that's basically it. I'm not sure if there's any other 3¾ inch Clark Kent figures out there. This may be the only one that I've ever made. And I kind of wish there was one with Christopher Reeve in the movie Multiverse line from, DC Multiverse. Just wish there was one like that. But yeah, I do not have a custom Lois Lane yet. But for now, I'll just have this Marion Ravenwood figure, this rare Lost Wave Marion Ravenwood figure, to stand in for Lois Lane, I guess. I mean, kind of be fair. Karen Allen just looks as good as Marco Kidder in terms of the look. But yeah, I'll just have it from there. Looking at the comparison between the two now, as you can see, this is the standard Superman. Now you can see the difference between the two. Obviously looking very similar in terms of that head sculpt because it's the same figure. But of course, with the glasses on, he almost looks a tiny bit different, especially with the S curl trimmed down from the head. That's basically how I wanted the figure to look like. And of course, the figure's build is different, but that does distinguish it better so that it won't be too noticeable. But I kind of do wish there was a Clark Kent figure that came out that still kept his bulky physique. Kind of like Clark from My Adventures with Superman, which I did finish. It finished his first season. It's a freaking good show. Please watch that show if you haven't. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to show that I have a custom Clark Kent figure. So again, if you want to make this yourself, just get an extra Superman figure, this one in particular, and a Commissioner Gordon figure from the Batman toy line from 2022. It's either going to come in that expensive pack or something, or find one loose, but it's going to cost a lot because the figure isn't really that common. But I definitely had to buy an extra Commissioner Gordon after using the one I just used, because the one I used was basically the one I had from the pack, and I bought an extra one because I didn't want to lose the Commissioner Gordon. But that is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be seeing you guys around.